ओम नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तन्तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। We will continue the Bhashya. Yasya tu ajñānāt rāgādidoshato vā karmani pravrittasya yajñena dānena tapasā vā विशुद्धसत्त्वस्य ज्ञानम् उत्पन्नं परमार्थतत्त्वविषयम् एकमेवेदं सर्वं ब्रह्म अकर्तृ च इति तस्य कर्मणि कर्म प्रयोजने च निवृत्तेपि लोकसंग्रहार्थं यत्नपूर्वं यथा प्रवृत्तिः प्रवृत्तः. What is there in your reading? Kailasashram. No, pravrittihi is there, right? Yeah. In some reading there is pravritti. Yeah. And some books it is pravrittaha. Both are okay. Both can be justified. Yeah. Tathaiva karmani pravrittasya yat pravritti rupam drishyate न तत्कर्म येन बुद्धेः समुच्चयः स्यात्. So far भाष्यकार भगवान established that Jnana Karma Samuccaya is not the purport of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita does not support Jnana Karma Samuccaya. Then Purvapakshi might ask a question. Suppose someone has started performing the karmas in his life, and then in due course of time he gets a chitta shuddhi and he gets a jnana also. In spite of getting jnana, he might continue to perform karma. He might remain as a householder and he may continue to do his karma. Then is it not a samuccaya? he has jnana and he is doing karma also. This might be a possible question from the Purva Pakshi. Now Bhashyakara is answering this possible doubt, saying that the actions of a jnani, the physical activities of a jnani cannot be considered as karma. It is just karma abhasa, as though karma, because the jnani is free from the identification. Kartrutva abhimana is not there. Nor he attributes any reality to the karma. For a jnani, all factors of action are mithya. All karakas are mithya. When the whole jagat is mithya, even the karakas are mithya. Likewise, the karma is also mithya. He doesn't attribute any reality to the karma. Therefore, a jnani's activity, though it appears to be karma for an onlooker, it is not really a karma. It is karma abhasa, appears to be a karma, as though karma. Yasya tu. So, we are taking some person as an example. Ajnanat ragadi doshato va karmani pravrittasya. Initially he starts karma. Ajnanat, because of ajnana. To perform karma, there has to be ajnana, because kartrutva should be there. And ragadi doshatova, and he has ragadi doshas. To perform kamya karma, he should have ragadi dosha. To perform nishkama karma, ajnana itself is enough. I am an ajnani. I am not yet a jnani. So I have to get jnana. For that I need chitta shuddhi. Therefore let me perform nishkama karma. So ajnana is enough for performing nishkama karma. But to perform kamya karma, one should have ragadi dosha. I want to get swarga. So ragadi dosha tova, because of ragadi dosha, raga dveshadi dosha, even dvesha can impel him to perform karma. We have certain types of karma which are performed purely because of dvesha, abhichara karmas. You don't like that person, so you perform some kind of karma. We have Shatrunashana mantra. If you want, you can tell me later, okay? But all these will not give chitta shuddhi. So, ragadveshadi dosha, because of that, if someone is performing karma, it may not give chitta shuddhi. So, karmani pravrittasya, he started performing karma. And while performing karma, he performed certain disciplines, certain types of karma, which gave him chitta shuddhi. What are those karmas? Yajna, dana and tapas. Later on in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan will say, Yajñodanam tapaschaiva pavanani manishinam. Yajna, dana and tapas. These three types of karma, they purify. They give chitta shuddhi. Therefore, yajnena danena tapasava vishuddha sattvasya, by means of yajna, dana and tapas, he got chitta shuddhi and he became a vishuddha sattvaha. Vishuddham sattvam yasya saha vishuddha sattvaha. Bahuvrihi samasa. One whose mind is pure is called vishuddha sattva. Vishuddha sattvasya jnanam utpannam. Then he got jnana. He did some shravana in between and he got jnana. What kind of jnana? Paramartha tattva vishayam. The jnana of the paramartha tattva, the absolute truth, Brahman. And Bhashyakara explains the jnana. Ekamevedam sarvam brahma. Idam sarvam. All this is essentially ekam eva. Ekameva advitiyam. One without a second. Brahma. It is called Brahma. And it is akartra cha. It is akartra. It is free from kartrutva. And I am that Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi. We have to understand. It is not mentioned, but we have to know. It is Atma Jnana. Tasya, that kind of a person. So, yasya, tasya. The one who is described with yasya is referred to as tasya. Whenever there is a yat, there has to be a tat. Karma prayojane cha nivritte api. After he gets a jnana, karma is nivritta. His karma is gone. Why karma is gone? No more kartrutva. And no more need for doing karma. Karma prayojane cha nivritte. Even karma prayojana he does not have. Even in terms of chitta shuddhi, he does not have karma prayojana. You ask him to do karma, he will ask why I should do karma. You tell him you can get swarga, you can get money. He says, Kim prajaya karishyamo yesham naha ayam atma ayam lokaha. For me everything is atma. Everything is included in atma. All lokas. Therefore, I don't have anything to accomplish in this world or in the other world. So, from the material point of view, sakama karma has no purpose to serve. Then you tell him, you do nishkama karma. Why? You will get chitta shuddhi. Then what will the jnani say? Chitta is anatma. Even the mind is anatma. He has understood clearly. I am not the mind, and I don't have a mind also. So he doesn't have anything to accomplish with the chitta shuddhi also. We need chitta shuddhi until we understand that we don't have a chitta. Even chitta is anatma, mithya. Once you understand this, you have become a gunatita. Then there is no, even chitta shuddhi becomes redundant. So even for chitta shuddhi, he will not do karma. Karma prayojana is gone. We are talking about such a person. So karmani karma prayojane cha nivritte api, yet he performs karma. What for? Loka sangrahartham, for the sake of loka sangraha. Bhashyakara will define loka sangraha later on in chapter 3. Lokasya unmarga pravritti nivartanam loka sangraha. Preventing the people, the other people, the ajnanis, from taking to wrong path, from taking to adharma. He will perform karma. Because if he does not perform karma, he fears that even others will stop doing karma. If he does not go to temple, even others may stop going to temple. That is why he goes to temple. So that is loka sangrahartham karma. Loka sangrahartham yatnapurvam yatha pravritti. As he used to do earlier, yatha purvam, earlier, yatnapurvam, with effort, pravritti, he had pravritti. Tasya pravritti. If it is tasya pravritti, suits well. Or saha pravrittaha, you can supply. Yatha saha yatnapurvam pravrittaha, as he worked earlier. Tathaiva, in the same manner, karmani pravrittasya, even now, after jnana, loka sangrahartham, karmani pravrittasya, yat pravritti rupam drishyate. Pravritti rupam drishyate. Pravritti rupam means apparently there is a pravritti. It has the form of pravritti. It has the appearance of pravritti. Pravritti rupam means karma bhasaha. Pravritti abhasa or karma abhasa. Drishyate. It is visible. Na tat karma but it cannot be counted as a karma. Yena buddhehe samuccaya syat, with which buddhi samuccaya, the samuccaya of jnana, the combination of jnana is possible. That kind of karma, it is not. It is not the type of karma with which jnana can be combined, because it is just a karma abhasa. Now Bhashyakara gives an example for such a karma, which appears to be karma, but it is not really karma. Yatha Bhagavato Vasudevasya Kshatra Karma Cheshtitam Na Jnanena Samucciyate Purushartha Siddhaye Tadvat Tat Phalabhisandhi Ahankarabhavasya Tulyatvad Vidushaha. So, the example is Bhagavan's karma. Bhagavan is Sarvajna. Therefore, he doesn't have ajnana. No ajnana. He is always a jnani. Therefore, there cannot be a kartrutva. Doership is not possible. Yet, he descended and he chose to descend as a Kshatriya in the family of Vasudeva and Devaki, and he worked as a Kshatriya. Krishna is a Kshatriya avatar. He wielded the weapon, fought many enemies. In Krishnavatara, you can see the work of a Kshatriya. He lived like a Kshatriya, did the dharma of a Kshatriya. But it is not because of ajnana. There was no ignorance and there was no kartrutva also. Also, there was no purpose for himself that needed to be served. Name parthasti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana nanavaptamavaptavyam varta eva cha karmani. Chapter 3. Nanavaptam avaptavyam. I don't have anything which I have not attained. And avaptavyam na asti. I don't have anything that I need to get. So there is no need, no purpose for himself. Still, he performs karma lokanugrahartham, for the sake of blessing the world. It is Ishvara's karma, Bhagavan's work. It cannot be counted as a karma, unlike the karma of an ajnani, because there is no ignorance and there is no identification as karta and there is no motive. no purpose of oneself. Bhagavan's Bhashyakara says, even a jnani's karma is like Bhagavan's karma, because he doesn't have identification and he doesn't have any goal to be accomplished. Yatha, just as Vasudevasya, Bhagavato Vasudevasya, Bhagavan Vasudeva, Kshatra karma cheshtitam, his kshatra karma, the karma of a kshatriya, it is just cheshtitam, just a physical activity without identification. Na jnanena samucciyate, it cannot be associated with jnana, cannot be combined with the jnana, because he does not attribute any reality to his karma. Purushartha siddhaye, for the accomplishment of purushartha, it is not combined with the jnana. Purushartha siddhaye, moksha siddhaye. Purushartha is moksha. It cannot be combined. Tadvat, similarly, a jnani's karma also, vidushaha, a vidwan, a jnani, tat phalabhisandhi ahankara abhavasya tulyatvat. Tat phalabhisandhi, tat means karma. Karma phala abhisandhi he does not have. Phalabhisandhi means desire for phala, desire for result. Abhisandhi means a desire. And ahankara abhava. Phalabhisandhi and ahankara. Ahankara means identification. I am the doer, I am the enjoyer, identification. Both have abhava, both are absent. Karma phalabhisandhi as well as ahankara, both are absent in a vidwan, and it is tulya, it is similar to Bhagavan. Vidushaha karma phalabhisandhi ahankara abhavasya tulyatvat. It is similar, just like Bhagavan. Therefore, even jnani's karma cannot be combined with jnana. Tattvavittu naham karomiti manyate nacha tat phalam abhisandhatte. Now Bhashyakara clarifies that a jnani does not identify with the karma and he does not aspire for the result of karma also. Tattvavittu, a tattvavit, a jnani, naham karomi iti manyate, aham karomi iti na manyate. He does not identify, na manyate. He does not know, he does not identify as aham karomi, as I do. The I do, I am the doer identification, a jnani does not have. Nacha tat phalam abhisandhatte, also he does not aspire for the result. So now Purvapakshi might get some questions again. one question is, how can the physical activity cannot be called karma? When a jnani is doing the physical activity, just like an ajnani, the activities are same. Whatever the ajnani is doing, a jnani is also doing. Ajnani also goes to dining hall. Jnani also goes to dining hall. No difference. All activities are same. Then how can you make a difference between an ajnani's karma and a jnani's karma? Then Siddhanti says, whether an activity should be considered a karma or not, an actual karma or not, it depends. It does not depend on the very physical action. Instead, it depends on our attitude. Our attitude towards the action. When there is a kartrutva, you can count it as a karma. When there is no kartrutva, no doership, it cannot be counted as a karma. In spite of it being the same action, the same dining hall action. So I am telling dining hall because only in dining hall we are doing karma. Why? Before eating, you give 5 ahutis. Pranaya swaha, apanaya swaha. The earlier Vedikas were doing it in the regular Vedi, regular Yajnashala. Now we are doing similar Yajna only in the dining hall. Swaha. That is why the dining hall is our Yajnashala. So, same karma is done by ajnani and ajnani. But what determines whether it is a karma or not is not decided by the very nature of karma. Instead, it is our attitude to the karma. So this is answer to one question. Then another question might arise. Before getting jnana, he was performing karma, and then you called it karma before jnana. But the same karma after jnana, how can it become non-karma? How can it lose its karma status? This is another question. The same action, before jnana, it has the status of actual karma. But after jnana, it loses the status of being actual karma. How is it possible? Purva Pakshi might ask. Then we are answering the Purva Pakshi, taking up an example that is acceptable to the Purva Pakshi. This Purva Pakshi, who is a Samuchayavadi, he accepts that the karma is two types, sakama karma and nishkama karma. Kamya karma and nishkama karma. Now, we are telling a Purva Pakshi. Suppose someone starts Agnihotra. This Agnihotra has a speciality. It can be done as Kamya karma as well as Nishkama karma. If someone performs Agnihotra with the desire to go to Swarga, it becomes Kamya karma. And we have a Vidhi for Kamya karma also. Swarga Kamaha. One who wants to go to Swarga should perform Agnihotra. The same Agnihotra can be performed as a Nishkama karma also. Yavajjivam Agnihotram Juhuyat. So without any desire, as long as one lives, one can perform Agnihotra. It is Nishkama karma. So now we are telling the Purva Pakshi. Someone started Agnihotra. Everyone cannot start Agnihotra. There is some qualification. First of all, one should get married. Then Jataputraha Krishnakeshaha Agnin Adadhita. He should be a Jataputraha. First son should be born. And Krishnakeshaha, he should have black hair, not yet grey. Means he should be young enough. Then he has to start Agnihotra. Agnin Adadhita. Only a Grihastha can do, because it is done with the Yajamana and Patni, both have to do it together. So he is performing, he has started performing Agnihotra. When he started, the idea was to go to Swarga. I want to go to Swarga, so I am doing Agnihotra. But in due course of time, after say 5 years, 6 years, 10 years of performing Agnihotra as Kamya karma, now he is performing as Kamya karma because he wants to go to Swarga. So because of the Kama, Swarga Kama, the Agnihotra becomes Kamya karma. But after 6-7 years, slowly the desire to go to Swarga disappeared. I don't want to go to Swarga. Instead, I want to get Chitta Shuddhi. With that idea, he is performing Agnihotra with the Ishwararpana Buddhi, without any desire for going to Swarga. Then the same Agnihotra, it has now become a Nishkama karma. It has become Nishkama karma. It has lost its Kamya status. This is acceptable to the Purva Pakshi. Earlier it was Kamya karma. Now it has become Nishkama karma. What facilitated this change? Not the nature of karma. Not the nature of karma. karma is same, but his attitude. Earlier he was doing with the desire, now he is doing without a desire. It is in his mind. The transformation has happened in his mind. And this has caused a change in the very status of karma. So from this what we understand, whether the karma is kamya or nishkama is not decided by the nature of the physical activity, instead it is our attitude. Purva Pakshi accepts this example. Then we are telling the Purva Pakshi, the same is applicable to the karma, the very status of karma. Whether it should be considered a karma or a karma abhasa, even that is not decided by very nature of the karma. It is also decided by our attitude. As long as he attributes reality to the karma, as long as he identifies with the karma, it is a karma. It can be counted as a karma. The nature of the karma being same, when the identification disappears, it cannot be counted as a karma, because there is no phalabhisandhi and there is no ahankar. So this is how we answer the Purva Pakshi. The nature of the karma remaining the same, the karma can change its status. In the example, it changed from kamya karma to nishkama karma. In the exemplified darshtanta, example is called drishtanta. Exemplified is called darshtanta. In the darshtanta, it changes from an actual karma to karma abhasa, as though karma, without changing the physical appearance of the karma, purely because of change in our understanding. So this is the example. See, yatha cha swargadi kamarthinah agnihotradi kama sadhananushthānāya āhitagnehe kamya eva agnihotrādau pravrittasya sami krite vinashtepi kame tadeva agnihotrādi अनुष्ठितोपि अनुतिष्ठतोपि न तत् काम्यम अग्निहोत्रादि भवति यथा च. For example, he is giving example, and the exemplified we should understand. Swargadi kamarthinah, one who aspires to go to Swarga, etc. Swargadi kamarthi, he desires various kamas, various objects of desire, like Swarga, etc. Agnihotrādi kama sadhanānushthānāya āhitagnehe. So he becomes an āhitagni. Āhitagni means one who has kindled a fire according to the injunctions of the Shruti. There is something called Agni Adhana. So, Jataputraha Krishnakeshaha Agnin Adadhita. So, a Grihastha, he has a process. Following the Vedic injunction, he kindles a fire. Then he becomes Ahitagni. And he has to maintain the fire throughout his life. The fire should not be extinguished. The fire is not lit up with the matchstick. Not so. There is a proper process. Aranimathanam. With that he has to kindle a fire. And he has to maintain the sacrificial altar in his house. So there are 3 Vedis, 3 Agnis are maintained. Garhapatya, Ahavaniya and Dakshina. There are 3 Agnis. So these 3 Agnis are maintained by an Agnihotri, offering Ahuti every day, morning and evening. That is the life of an Agnihotri. So he has to perform the fire ritual every day, maintaining the fire intact without allowing it to extinguish. So such a person who has kindled the fire through a Vedic process is called Ahitagni. In olden days, most of the Grihasthas used to be Ahitagnis. Nowadays, the number of Ahitagni is very few, maybe a handful of them. I don't know the exact number, maybe 40 or 50, the real Ahitagnis. Very few are there. Still there are a few, though their number is dwindling. All over India. So this person became an Ahitagni, kindling the fire according to the Vedic injunction. And after being an Ahitagni, he has to perform Agnihotra regularly. So Agnihotra is a routine. No break. Even Wednesday there is no break. One day I will sleep till 10 o'clock. It's not possible. Every day he has to wake up early and do the yajna. So he has become an Ahitagni with a desire. Swargadi kamarthinaha Agnihotradi kama sadhana anushtanaya. Why did he become an Ahitagni? For performing Agnihotra, etc., which are the sadhana, the means for accomplishing his desire, kama sadhana. So it is purely kamya karma for him. So kamya eva agnihotrado pravrittasya. So he is pravritta, engaged in kamya agnihotra, etc. Not just Agnihotra. In addition to Agnihotra, he may perform some higher yajnas also, some other yajnas also. But all are kamya. Kamye eva agnihotrado pravrittasya. He is performing kamya karma alone. But then samikrite, when he has done it halfway in his life, 5 years or 10 years, 15 years, whenever. Vinashtepi kame, then the kama is gone. Tadeva agnihotradi anushtitaha api. So after a few years, sami krite, sami means ardha, half, when he has done it halfway, not throughout his life, somewhere in between his life, then the kama is gone, the desire is gone. I don't want to go to Swarga, I don't want to get money, so I want only moksha, so I want chitta shuddhi. So vinashtepi kame, still he performs the same agnihotra. Tadeva agnihotradi anushtita anutishthataha api. He performs the same agnihotra, etc., the same rituals. But then it has lost its kamya status. Na tat kamyam agnihotradi bhavati. It does not become kamya agnihotra, etc. Instead, it becomes nishkama karma. Likewise, when a jnani, before getting jnana, when he was performing karma, it could be counted as a karma. But after getting jnana, even if he is continuing to perform karma, it cannot be truly, in true terms, in real terms, it cannot be counted as karma. Because though the karma has not changed, his vision, his understanding of the karma has changed. His attitude towards the karma has changed. So, this is an answer to Purva Pakshi's possible objections and questions. So, Tatha cha darshayati Bhagavan kurvannapi na karoti na lipyate iti tatra tatra. Tatha cha darshayati Bhagavan. Bhagavan shows this tatra tatra, here and there in Bhagavad Gita. What does he show? A jnani, even if he is performing karma, he is as good as not performing. Kurvannapi na lipyate. Kurvannapi na lipyate. Though he is performing karma, he does not get affected by the karma. He is not associated with the karma. Na karoti na lipyate. Na karoti. Even if he is doing, he is not doing. Karmanyabhipravrittopi naiva kinchit karoti saha iti. There are so many such statements. Tatra tatra, here and there, Bhagavan shows that a jnani's karma is not truly regarded as a karma. Now, one more objection is possible based on certain statements in Bhagavad Gita itself. There is a statement, Karmanaiva hi samsiddhim asthita janakadayaha. Janaka, etc. Krishna talks about some great men in the past, like Janaka. And he says, Janakadayaha karmana eva samsiddhim asthitaha. They were performing karma and they attained samsiddhi. These words are there. So based on this, Purva Pakshi might say, see, this is a support of Samuchchaya. Janaka was a jnani and he was performing karma. And in Bhagavad Gita, Tritiya Vibhakti is used. Karmana eva. With the karma, they attained samsiddhi, moksha. Is it not a validation of Samuchchaya? Purva Pakshi may ask. Then we are answering the Purva Pakshi. So these statements, which seem to be supporting Samuchchaya, should be understood based on the purport of Bhagavad Gita. You cannot consider it as a stray statement. It should be in alignment with the other statements of Bhagavad Gita. Considering the other statements, in the light of the other shlokas, we have to interpret this line. And Bhashyakara interprets in two ways. How? Without distorting the meaning of Bhagavad Gita, without distorting the essential teaching of Bhagavad Gita, how we should understand such statements, Bhashyakara will explain. We will see tomorrow. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.